Hello dear student. In this lecture we will see entity, attribute, what is weak entity, specialization, generalization and aggregation. Entity, attributes, then relation, these are the components of any ER diagram. So what is entity? Entity can be any person, it can be any place, an event or object that is relevant to a given system. For example, a school system may include students, teachers, major courses, subjects, fees and other items. Entities are represented in ER diagram by a rectangle and named using singular noun. So this is specialization of entity. What we can write or how to decide the entity that is given here, it is named using singular nouns. In student database, the ER diagram includes student, it has some attributes, teachers, teacher has some attributes, courses has some attribute, subjects has some attribute, fees and other items. So these are various entities you can take in the example of student database. What is weak entity? Weak entity is an entity that depends on the existence of another entity. That means this entity does not exist without the help of another entity. In more technical terms, it can be defined as an entity that cannot be identified by its own attributes. This entity needs some attributes which are the part of another entity. It uses foreign key combined with its attributes to form a primary key. When we establish the relationship between two tables, it is possible due to primary key and foreign key. So weak entity is nothing but the entity in which foreign key is called, because if primary key is defined, then only we can define the foreign key. So to define this entity, we need the help of the table or entity where primary key is defined. Attribute. An attribute is the property, trait or characteristics of an entity, relationship or another attribute. For example, in this diagram, customer is an entity. This customer has some ID, he has some name and address also. Here name and address are the composite attributes. Why these are composite attribute? Because the name entity can be combined or the name entity can be composed with another three attribute. Name attribute can be defined is the composite attribute because name attribute can be defined by composing three attributes. For example, first name, middle name and last name. If we combine these three attributes, we get the name of the customer. Similarly, address is also a composite attribute because to define the address, we can define it by using three another attributes like street number, plot number, city, landmark, etc. So the attributes which can be again defined by using some sub attributes, these attributes are called as composite attribute. Next is multi-valued attribute. If an attribute can have more than one value, it is called as multi-valued attribute. It is important to note that in this different form, an attribute has its own attribute. For example, teacher entity can have multiple subjects. One teacher is there and that same teacher can teach more than one subject. So subject can be multi-valued attribute. This multi-valued attribute can be shown by double ellipse. Person, another example is person has multiple phone numbers. So phone number is also the multi-valued attribute. Derived attributes. Attributes which are derived from another value. from another attribute values is called as derived attribute. For example, age from date of birth. If we know the date of birth of a person, we can easily determine the age of the person. So age is the derived attribute and it is indicated by dotted ellipse. Another concept is generalization and specialization. So generalization and specialization is some type of inheritance. For example, person is the generalized entity and its specialization is faculty and student. Here we can easily say that person, faculty is also a person, student is also a person. So person is general entity, but this person is a faculty or this person is a student. So person is generalization and specialization is faculty and student. The relationship or specialization and generalization here, person is generalization which is indicated by the triangle, simple triangle, and is a relationship is there. Now we see the specialization, employee, and this employee is tester or developer. So tester and developer, employee is the general entity, so it is generalization, and specialization is tester and developer. But the difference here is that in generalization the triangle is simple triangle, but here to indicate the specialization the triangle is inverted triangle. This is also one of the diagram of specialization. Employee is a technician, engineer, or he can be accountant. Aggregation is the process when the relationship between two entities is treated as a single entity as shown in the diagram. So here the more than two entities and relations are aggregated in the diagram. This is another example of specialization. So specialization can indicated as shown in the diagram also. So employee is the entity and secretary, technician and engineer are the specialization which can be indicated by a line and U-type shape or anchor like shape. So in this way specialization and generalization can be shown in the ER diagram. Thanks for listening.